If you have worked with Airtable in the past and you tried to build task hierarchies, organizational charts, or anything that has to do with parent and child relationships, you know how frustrating it used to be. Sure, Airtable gave you backlinks, but only when it came to linking between different tables. For example, let's take a look at my IT asset tracker here. If I assign a role to the employee, it will automatically create an inverse link. For example, let's assign IT manager to Alice Johnson. And if we go to my roles table, it's going to automatically sync Alice Johnson to be in this role, which is the IT manager. Now let's say I don't want to go back to my employees table and I want to remove Alice from that role within my roles table. I can do that. So I can just take her out and it automatically sync to my employees table and it will remove her role from IT manager. But if you try to assign a manager to an employee within this same table, the connection only flowed one way. There was no automatic backlink, which meant that no easy way to see both sides of the relationship. In order to make that work, you had to create a second field, maybe write a script, or even set up a Zapier automation. And honestly, that was such a headache. But Airtable just changed that. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name is Will. I build custom portals, internal tools, apps, and smart integrations. And Airtable's latest update just made that a whole lot easier. With their new automatic backlink feature for self-linking tables, you can now build cleaner, smarter, and more scalable bases without writing a single automation or script. Here's how it works. When you link record A to record B within the same table, Airtable now automatically links B back to A. You don't have to take any extra steps, you just have to create the link and Airtable keeps both sides in sync. In this short video, I'll explain to you what backlinks are and I'll walk you through an example of how the new feature works, so you can start using it the right way. But first, let's make sure we're on the same page about what backlinks actually are. Think of backlinks as a two-way street, but between records. When you link one record to another, a backlink automatically shows you not only who you're connected to, but also who's connected back to you. This is super handy when we're building things like task hierarchies, like parent and subtasks, organizational charts to track managers and their direct reports, or even internal wikis with related articles that reference one another. Basically, if you ever need to follow a relationship in both directions, backlinks make your life way easier. Alright, so let's jump into the quick demo, and for this purpose we're going to be using my employees table in my IT asset tracker base in Airtable. Let's say we want to clearly show who each employee reports to. In order to do that, we'll need to add a manager field. And the cool part is that it's going to link to the same table. This is the update that Airtable released, so let me show you how it works. In order to add a field, go ahead and click the plus sign and select link to another record. And instead of linking to another table, we're going to link to the same table, which is our employees table. Let's give this field a name of manager. Each employee can only have one direct manager. So we're going to uncheck allow linking multiple records. Go ahead and create the field. We're not going to add any lookup fields, so let's skip this step. And if you scroll down to your right, you're going to see this from field manager. This is the inverse field that got created. You have two options. You can either hide this field or you can rename it. For this purpose, I'm going to rename it to team. We can allow a link in multiple records because a team can have multiple employees. So let's click save. Now that we created the two fields, let me show you how they work. So under our manager field, if we click, it's going to show us all the employees that we currently have. And let's say we want to assign Alice Johnson a manager. So let's say we want to assign Daniel Smith as her manager. We select her. And if you take a look at row 4, Alice Johnson would be a direct report to Daniel Smith. So this will be his team. You can also name this field to direct reports if you like. I think that makes more sense. So let's change that to direct reports. Okay. This is called reverse field because if we go back to the direct reports and let's say we want to remove Alice Johnson from reporting to him, we can just simply remove her. If we want to add more to his team, then we just click the plus sign and we can see all employees that we currently have in this table and we can just assign people to him. It will just reflect within this table. Now, this is a small feature, but it has a big impact, especially if you're building HR systems, approval workflows, or team-based automations. If you have any questions, reach out to me directly at localsystems.com. And if you found this video helpful, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and drop your questions in the comments or let me know a topic you want me to cover. My name is Will. Like always, I appreciate you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.